Hello, everybody. This is Chris Kersey from Team Kimlee, and welcome to another edition of Let's Talk. As we have conversations with people who are in our ovarian cancer community. And tonight, we are so glad and honored to have with us tonight Monique Lewis, who's agreed to come and talk to us and to tell us her story about her ovarian cancer journey amongst other things. We trying to get to know her. So it's good to have you, Monique. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
That's good. Now we had the pleasure of meeting through Instagram. You had the name of She, Her, We, the Queen Project.
hmm hmm
Can you tell us a little bit about that? What is that?
Okay, so
Why?
She Her We the Queen project is actually I was given this. Um, wow, the Lord just gives me names,
Mm-hmm.
and this was even before I knew about cancer or anything else, and
Cool.
any the anything that happened in my life. It was just, what he gave me. And I was just like always been empowering, just to empower women in general about, just, let them know that keep your head, hold your head up. You are amazing in spite of, different things or whatever you're going through. You are amazing. And I've always been around people who've had cancer,
Mm-hmm.
breast cancer and so forth and so on, people who've had kidney, just things like that, women. And I was just like always encouraging and, different things, supportive, visiting them and stuff. And just like, what, in spite of what you're going through, you still are amazing. She, her, we, the queen. You are the queen, in spite of your mishaps and whatever's going on in your life. You are still she.
All right. Well said. Well said. And I love your inspirational messages you put on Instagram too. And you always tag us, and we're certainly appreciative of that as well. So thank you for doing that. Um,
Thank
so
you.
so tell us something about yourself.
Well, I'm actually, um, what can I say? I'm a daughter. Um,
Mm-hmm.
my parents, they're married still. I have two siblings left. I lost two. Um, I love the Lord, truly. If I can go to church 365 days a year, I would.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I love I love to be in the presence of God. I'm an introvert, truly. I'm always in my room, in my word, or just in the presence of God, or sometimes watching TV if I feel like it. If not, then I'm just sitting in here, just in the presence. Um, that's just how I am. I've always been like that. Um, yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm a sister. Like I said, I have two sisters left.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I lost my brother to murder in 2017, and my sister
Mm-hmm.
prior to that passed away in 2015 of a
Mm-hmm.
heart infection. So
Okay.
I have two siblings left. I have
Yes.
four. Let me see. Maybe that's one, two, three. Three nieces and one nephew. I have a host of aunts and uncles and cousins, and
Okay.
a few friends here or there, and then I have two spiritual sisters, big sisters that really have been I can say a pillar for myself, learning a lot of different things that I didn't learn growing up. As my grandma raised me, but still learning from them. I'm still learning things as I go and as I
Yes.
grow. So yeah.
Great. That's awesome. And let me just say, I'm so sorry to hear about your sister and your brother. My
Mhm.
my condolences, prayers. Even though it's been a few years, still continue prayers for strength and comfort. I know losing my oldest brother 7 years ago in 2014. I kind of have an idea how you feel. So
Mhm.
condolences and prayers all
Thank
around.
you.
Sure,
Thank you.
you're welcome. So being a 3-year ovarian cancer survivor and cancer free, can you tell us a little bit about your journey?
So my journey began how I found out I had cancer is
Mhm.
I was on my way home from work one day and I just thought it was like, gas. I was like, let me go get a ginger ale because maybe it'll move and I can burp or something.
Okay.
Went to sleep, woke up the next morning in severe pain, like, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I called my job. I said, I'm coming, but I'm gonna be late. I'm in a lot of pain this morning. So I walked in pain to 7-Eleven and I got a pain reliever, something I took to subside the pain. And I still went to work. I made it to work. I did my 8 hours in between the shift. Around lunchtime, I went to visit my coworker and she was like, "You all right?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." She said, "Why are you so pale?" And I was like, "What?" I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, my pain subsided some. It didn't go all the way away, but enough for me that I can work because I wasn't going to, I'm just such a workaholic. It makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of resting and relaxing, like you need to go to the hospital. And me, I'm just like a hospital. No, I'm just not, I'm not going, me and hospitals, we just don't get along. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just not into that, where I'm a rush. Like, no, it's not that deep. I'm okay. Um, so as the day ends, my pain returned, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
my friend came in the bathroom to get me. She was like, "You all right?" I said, "I'm all right. Just thought my pain came back, but I'm all right." So she was like, "You going to the ER?" I was like, "Oh, nope, I ain't doing it. Nope." She's about you going, and so I walked with her, and her husband. She told him, she said, "We taking her to the hospital because
Mm-hmm.
this is not like her, and she's going to the hospital." So,
I'm glad she insisted.
yeah, they took me to Jefferson Hospital. And the security guy, I think I was in so much pain, he immediately took me to the back, and let them know. And I was like, "I'm all right, I'm good." He was like, "No, you look like you in pain." I was like, "I'm all right, I'm all right." So, the doctor came over to me. He's like, "You all right?" So I got this pain in my side. I don't know what's going on. I was like, "I think I'm constipated," or whatever the case may be. He asked me, "Did you go make a bowel movement?" Nothing. And was crazy to what I didn't think. And like I said, I'm not a hyperactive. I'm not. But when I would eat,
Mm-hmm.
I could barely eat. I would eat this much food and be full. Like, what is going on? Still didn't pay it no mind. My stomach was,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I'm gaining weight. But then my mind, I ain't think about now, I'm thinking of now, like, how are you gaining weight and you barely eating? So what do I wasn't thinking then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I would order, food and couldn't eat it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this is crazy. Going to the bathroom. My my cycle was off, but it's always been like off since I was, growing up. So I didn't think nothing of it.
Okay.
So he was like, "I'm gonna do a CAT scan." He gave me Tylenol threes. I took them and I laid there. He was like, "I'm gonna do a CAT scan on you because I want to see if which where you was constipated or whatever." So
Mm-hmm.
he did a CAT scan. So I'm laying there talking to the nurses, laughing and stuff because the pain and went away again. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
good. So I'm laughing with them at the nurses station because it was so crowded in there. Because so many people were sick that didn't even have space in rooms or nothing. People just in there acting quick. I was just like, okay. So the doctor came. He said, "Can you go with me into this room?" It's after I
Mm-hmm.
did the CAT scan. I was like, that's weird. Okay. So I went in the room. He shut the door. He said, "There's a blockage, but it appears to be cancer."
Mm.
I was like, oh, MG. Like, really, God? Heart hit my foot, literally. Now I know people when they get that, like, but then I
I bet.
regained myself because I remember who I serve
Mm-hmm.
and I remember my yes to God.
Yes.
And when you tell God yes, you don't know what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
nothing. I had already lost my sister 2015. Then I
Okay.
lost my brother March 21st, 2017 of the same year that I was diagnosed. I was
Mm-hmm.
diagnosed December the
Mm-hmm.
30th, 2017, that
Right.
same year. So it was just like, I believe it had a lot of stress. A lot of things had to do with it. And me, myself, I don't really complain about stuff. And I never really talked about it. I didn't even want to talk about it. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
listen, once it's gone and I'm cutting it out. I'm done. I don't want to talk about it. But I had to remind myself, remember that what you go through was never for you. So it's a
Okay.
story that needs to be had for someone that's going to be in your same situation that needs to know, how can I pull through? Is there what hope? Is there hope? Can I live through this? Can I strive through this? Can I survive through this? And so I contact, and it's crazy because I had a friend, she had it. I didn't even, we were having conversations and she introduced me to the different groups and stuff. Afterwards, I'm sorry, let me get back to the hospital. And then
Okay.
he, scheduled me for
Sure.
appointments. So I went to go see the oncologist, gynecologist.
Mm-hmm.
And she came and she was like, wow. She was like, your stomach is this big, but this tumor is huge. It is
Wow.
taking over your
Yeah.
stomach. And so we want to get that out as quick as possible because it's on your bowels. Like we want
Mm-hmm.
to take it out because it's really taking over your body where you don't have a
Right.
stomach. It's taking over. And so we scheduled my appointment. I was going to my different appointments, doing my blood, my CA25, doing all my blood work. I did so much blood work. Then my MRI came back, and that's when they was like, yeah, it has to go immediately because
Mm-hmm.
this your bowels, and that's why you can't make a bowel movement. This
Yeah.
because it's pushing on stuff with
Yeah.
so you can't do none of this, and you don't want it to different things to happen. So
Mm-hmm.
we made an appointment. We did that. I got everything ready. My mom and them. I moved back with my mom and them because my mom was like, who's going to take care of you, so I need, come back home. So they got the room ready for me. I went back home, and my surgery was January 23rd, 2028,
Okay.
2018.
Yes.
Um, 5 a.m. that morning, I woke up. My mom woke me up. I got in the shower, got dressed. But the Holy Spirit said to me, it's clear as day, to be absent from this body is to be
Mm-hmm.
present with me. So I was
Yes.
fine. I was like, listen, Lord, your will, if you close my eyes this day,
Mm-hmm.
I know where I'm coming. So I
Okay.
was okay. Everybody else was worried. I wasn't. After that diagnosis, when they gave it to me, I mean, I didn't worry or anything else because I knew that if I closed my eyes on this side, I was gonna wake
Mm-hmm.
up with the Lord. And so I really wasn't worried. They took it out. I was in the hospital. I went in Tuesday. I was out by Friday.
Okay.
It
Oh,
said
really?
you
You
can
were
go
home
to the
by
bathroom
Friday.
on your own. I pushed I'm not one that's gonna lay around and no. I push myself all the time because at the end of the day, I know everybody's not gonna do for you what you can do for yourself. So
Yeah.
I push strength for myself. I said, get up, grab this here pole, and
Mm-hmm.
take yourself to the bathroom. And it was hurting so bad because the first 2 days my mom, was washing me up, and I was
Mm-hmm.
crying because that pain hurt so bad from that surgery. I was cut from the top. I was cut. I have a long line, just yeah. And so that surgery was a lot, and I had a lot taken out. I had my appendix. My appendix was removed that day.
Mm-hmm.
My omentum was removed that day. In my ovaries, both for the right left, because they went inside, and the left one was the one that had the tumor on.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
they said she came back outside. I was asleep, so I don't know. I was under anesthesia in the operating room. She said,
Mm-hmm.
doctor told me she had to come back out and say to my sister, whatever, that the right one is smashed. Do you want us to take that too? And my sister called my bishop
Mm-hmm.
at the time and said, they said blase blase, and my sister told the doctor, whatever you got to do to save her, do it. So
Mm-hmm.
my surgery was only supposed to be 3.5 hours. It went to 7.5.
Wow.
But I'm here and I'm grateful. I'm like, by Friday, I was able to go home because I was pushing myself. Even when I got home, I stayed in the bed, I think one day. After that, I was just pushing myself.
Mm-hmm.
I had a nurse come in and they were helping me. They were taking my pressure and different things like that. Also, I did have to get 2 blood transfusions
Okay. Mm-hmm.
that same day.
Yes.
Because I didn't know that the blood was so low. It was really, really low. It was dangerously low. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, wow, God, you really kept me. I really believe that this is your story for someone else. And so I'm just grateful that that was a journey to
Mm-hmm.
be had.
What
Yeah.
a testimony. What a testimony. And we know, and like anything, God is able. He is able. So
Always.
that is so awesome. So let me so during that journey, how important is your support system, like your family and friends?
I believe that your support system is very important
Mm-hmm.
because with me, I don't know, maybe I'm strong, but I still believe that because you sometimes you get down in your spirit thinking about things because I know
Mm-hmm.
me, I've always wanted children.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, they took all of it out, so I could never have them. And so
Yeah.
sometimes I get, in my mind and I think about things and
Mm-hmm.
just, even going through my siblings' loss and I'm just like, well, God, this is a lot. So you do need family around, even with
Mm-hmm.
the diagnosis, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Because, just reading all the things about it and with the 5% chance at, you get 5 years, 5 year lifespan. So I'll still be like, I'm like, yeah, I'm on 4. Hold on, Jesus. Wait, man. On 5. Woo, let's keep going. So when I get to my 50, I think I'll be excited. I think 6. Like, whoo, thank you, Lord. I
I know
made it
that's right.
past.
I know that is right.
Like,
And
whoo, 6. Whoo, Jesus. Yes.
that's right. That's
Listen.
right. And you
Yeah.
kind of and you kind of answered the next question was is when your anniversary comes up, which is January 23rd, as you said, next year. That'll be
Mhm.
4 years of being cancer free and being a survivor. So I guess in that realm, your way of celebrating would be giving God
Listen,
all the praise all
always,
day.
always, always. Every chance I get, thank you, Lord. You allowed me to see the day. Another day I woke up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you. Because some people don't make it. All this crazy stuff
Yeah.
in Philadelphia that's going on. I'm like, whew, Lord, I thank you that I can wake
Amen.
up again. I'm just grateful for life. I'm definitely grateful for the journey. I'm supposed to be finishing this book. I really got to have finished this book. And the title a young lady gave me, and I was like, I need a title. I don't even know. And she gave me the title, Broken Open to Get Free. And I was like, oh,
Mm.
that's powerful.
Wow.
Like I was broken open so that I can be free from whatever was holding me down, free
Sure.
from whatever, so God can do what he wants with me, with my life. Through me, he can help someone, change someone's life. And because in
Absolutely.
the beginning, I just didn't believe. I was like, no, I didn't have to do chemo or anything. I was grateful
Mm-hmm.
when she came in there and she was like, we're going to call you and let you know if you have to do chemo. I
Mm-hmm.
was so glad when she called and was like, no, we got everything out. Everything was inside the tumor.
That's
So you
awesome.
didn't have, I was like, thank God. I'm glad it didn't burst. Good thing I got there that day. Because had I wouldn't have, it might have opened up and I would have had to get, chemo. And I had remorse, like, no, it's fine. It's not that deep because I didn't have
Mm-hmm.
everything chemo and it's okay. I'm not a really survivor. Until another lady came on, I was because I'm a part of different pages, and she was like,
Mm-hmm.
you had surgery and you
Mm-hmm.
had made the surgery. You didn't just have surgery, then you had blood transfusion. You are a survivor. You
All
don't need
right.
to have chemo to be a survivor. You survived cancer. You had it, it's gone. You're a survivor. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had survivor's remorse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, not me. She was like, you are. So that's right. Celebrate yourself. Every time you get a chance, celebrate
Mm-hmm.
you. So I
That's
was like,
awesome. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move to some fun questions, okay?
okay.
Some
All right, is
fun
it okay
questions.
that I start moving? Because it's
Oh
7:18.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You can move as you answer.
Okay. I
Okay.
can do that.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would that be?
Whew. Man, I've always wanted to go to Paris, but I think LA might be my Los
Okay.
Angeles. Yeah, I've been there
Hmm.
and
Okay.
I like it. So maybe LA. Maybe I can meet Usher. No.
Yeah, I know that's right. What was the best trip you ever taken?
Dang. Um, my best trip was, I think, LA when I went to Long Beach, California.
Okay, great. What's your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink.
Hmm.
All right. And what's that represent? Why you like pink?
Me being a woman, me a girly.
Girly. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Cool. So what is something you like to do in your spare time, or what hobbies do you have?
Oh, so my hobbies is I read the word. Like I told you earlier, just sitting.
Okay, that's a great
I like
hobby.
to wait. So I do like to get my nails and stuff done and my feet done and
Okay.
my hair. And I like the spa. I
Mm-hmm.
definitely like the spa.
Okay.
Um I love to read, fast. I love prayer. I love everything. Love church. So my hobbies is I really don't shopping and the nail salon and the hair
Mm-hmm.
salon and yeah.
Okay, great, great. So Monique, so it was great talking to you. It was really a pleasure. And just before we leave each other, is there anything you like to, any advice you like to give the ovarian cancer patients, to keep the spirits up and stay in the fight?
Yes. I would just say, if you don't know God, get to know him.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where your hope lies at. He will strengthen you, he will keep you. Just trust God, trust the process. Don't
Mm-hmm.
give up because I know a lot of people definitely give up and be
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I got this and I'm going to die. And I believe a lot of times that's why people do die because they believe that they're going to die. And
Mm-hmm.
so if you just believe and hope that you're going to live and grow and you're going to be all that God has called you to be, or you're going to thrive and start living for real, like go on trips, enjoy life. That the diagnosis is not a death sentence. You
Okay,
can
that's good to hear.
live through
Awesome.
it, grow through it.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Yep, live through it and grow through it. It may get hard at times because I do, get, at myself, me and I can't have children. And so
Mm-hmm.
it's hard sometimes, that I got to think about like, oh, well, God, that's all I wanted. But that's just, it's kids that out here that need to be adopted. So, a part of my journey may be to adopt some children, or maybe for me to travel across the country. And I can't have children with me because, I have work to do. So we are
Right.
called for a purpose in this earth. And we don't know the purpose or the vehicle or whatever the case may be that God is going to use. And so that's where I put my trust in God at all times.
Great, great. Any closing thoughts? Any closing words before we go?
Just love on yourself, love life. It
I
gets
know that's
greater.
right.
Yes.
All right. Well, listen, Monique. So,
Uh-huh.
well, thank you so much for coming on to Let's Talk with Team
You're
Kimlee.
welcome. Thank you for
And
the invite.
oh, you're quite welcome. And we'll stay in touch. Through Instagram. We'll be keeping
Yes.
tabs on you and everything. So we certainly appreciate the time you've given us. And
Thank you.
be safe out there. And we'll be in touch soon. Thank you so
Thank
much for your
you.
time. It's been a
I
pleasure.
think you too.
Okay, you take care now.
Bless you. You too.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.